Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to the Sunday Summary. I am your host, Kyle. With me, as always, is Steve. Steve, a lot of news to talk about today. Season's officially underway. Big win against Bournemouth. Liverpool finally signed a center back in Giovanni Leoni. And no movement on the Marc Guehi front, no movement on the Isak front. But again, a lot of stuff to talk about. How are you doing this morning, bro?
Wonderful. Can't complain.
Good.
Ready to chat. And that game was we'll unpack it all today, but
No, let's go
that
right
felt
now.
good.
Let's just jump
That
right
felt
into
so
it.
good.
It did.
It felt so
Exciting
good.
first game. Not 1-0. A little shaky there for a minute. But look, there's obviously some shortcomings in defense exposed, but I honestly think part of it was just Semenyo balling out, right? Maybe poor substitutions, maybe some things of that nature, but honestly, I don't know. I don't look at those two goals like, oh, well, we got a problem. It's just maybe we're not as organized as we should be at this point in the season.
Right. And it's two singular moments we're talking about with good finishes. It's like this is the highest level, and we know he's good. There were links with Liverpool and Semenyo.
I'd sign him in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think we have enough. But he's a good player. He's scored against us in the past, and you can't knock a good finish. I will say I thought the subs were poor. As soon as Robertson came on, we let up a goal from that side. Not that Kirkesh was like playing out of his mind and like having an excellent game, but make changes like that and then you give up a goal, it's typically a sign that they weren't ready or whatever. Nobody was on the same page. But I'm not panicking just like you're not panicking over like, oh, we have major problems. A couple good goals from them. But at the end of the day, we got it done.
Yeah, what are we panicking over? 4-2 win? I mean, you get 4 separate goal scorers. Hugo on the goal or the score sheet again. I think he's real. I think he's the real deal. I think the link between Florian and him, it just feels different. I don't know. I didn't see the same thing with Darwin, where Darwin can kind of, Darwin was physical, but Hugo is physical and gets to his spots, right? He can kind of position himself well, good control of the body, good touch. I like what I see with Hugo. And, with the Isak front, if we end up getting Isak, I wonder how that's going to pan out because based on the 2 games I've seen Hugo play, he could be a number 1 striker for me. He could be.
They'll have to find a way to get them both in there. That's the reality. Because Isak's really good. We can't forget. He's like really good.
Of course he's really
and he's
good.
Prem proven. And it's going to be a big signing. So anytime there's a big signing, they're going to play.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
150 million? Absolutely.
I think we'll see them both in there in some way, shape, or form. 2 up top, maybe Hugo on the left. Who knows? But Gakpo played pretty well as well. Salah got his goal. All around, shaky game. Or scary game.
I get what you're saying, but all right, let's isolate it into attack and defense. Attack, brilliant. I mean, we're an attacking team. It seems like Arn is like, we're just going to attack to win. I mean, honestly, that's just what it seems like. And the fact that we had 4 different goal scorers, Gakpo was excellent. Salah just said, "Oh wait, game's about to end. I need my goal. Let me go ahead and just get a goal real quick." I think our attacking play is going to be hell to deal with this year. But defending, I did say this originally when I was on the phone with you yesterday. Konate was excellent. But I kind of watched the highlights over again just to kind of see if I missed anything. Konate had some shaky moments where he was just, especially the second goal, he didn't know what planet he was on when he was running back defending Semenyo. He had no idea what was going on.
I know. It's crazy, but there's a couple times with that high line where he was forced to get back.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's got the recovery pace, but then when he catches up, he's like kind of lost for a second. I do think, and this is just my opinion, I think like the contract stuff and like the transfer rumors might be in his head a little bit.
Sure.
Something, or maybe it's just the way I'm looking at him, Something just seems a little off.
Mhm.
And it's probably that. It's probably that. But I thought Virgil was good.
Yeah, Virgil was solid. Um, I had a thought watching the game too because I was like, I'm always thinking like, what's next? I'm like, Virgil's getting old. Like, what are we gonna do? I think Virgil is gonna be what Sergio Ramos or Tony Cruz or Luka Modric was to Madrid. I think he's just gonna keep signing contracts until he can't play anymore at Liverpool. I think that's how it's gonna be. So I think the club knows that, and so maybe that's why they're a little bit more laissez-faire about who they're bringing in. But that was just my thought with that. Um, More to the Konate news, though. We tabled another offer. It's up to 150K. Apparently, is the news. Did you see that this week?
Mm.
150. I actually thought, in my opinion, that was a little bit lower than I expected, and it said it could rise up to 150K a week. So, what is he making right now?
70 or 75.
Okay, that's pretty wild. Yeah. So, all right, doubling your, and what is he? 25. He's 25, I think. 26. Okay. So he's probably thinking to himself, this contract's going to carry. It's going to be the biggest contract I get, unless I just completely out. Wait, why does it say he's 26 and then it says he's 24? Look at this. Look at this, guys. It says 26 and then right below it says he's 24. Don't trust AI, guys. He's 24. I know he's 24 or 20. He might not even be either of those.
He's 26.
Why would he say it's 20?
He's born in 99. He just turned 26 in May.
AI is ridiculous. All right. So he's 26 years old. So, and Tony, yeah, this is kind of what I was getting at. He did nothing to stop their second goal. Just kind of ran in circles, tracking back. So 150 a week, he's looking at that and saying, this is going to be the biggest contract that's going to carry me through until I'm 31, assuming it's a 5-year deal. And do I think it's fair? Yes. But I think in his head, he's probably looking at it as I'm the number 2 center back on a team that just won the Premier League, that's in the Champions League every year. I could go to Madrid and maybe make the same, because Trent goes to Madrid and makes less than what Liverpool were offering him, right? But I guess he wanted the Madrid move. So if you're Konate, Steve, let me ask you, is that fair to you, 150, to carry you through your prime years in the Premier League?
I think he deserves a little more.
I agree. I actually agree with you. I thought that was a little bit of a low ball. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think 150 is a little bit of a low ball? Because I think that's the range that they're offering a lot of people in the club. If you're not like a Salah or a Van Dijk or a Trent, for example, but everyone else, like good midfielders, will fall between that 120, or good players will fall between that 120 a week and 175 a week range. David says 200K. Ascend says it's fair. Okay. All right. So a little bit of a mixed review. Also, good morning to everyone in the chat. Liz, Tony, Oyvind, good morning to everyone. Mama Mac is here in the chat. Make sure you slap that like button, guys, and leave your thoughts throughout the show in the comments. We actually can get them on the screen now. Where's that at? Ah, there we go. We're good to go now.
I think, like, for example, Matip was on $135,000 US dollars per week.
Right.
Matip. And he signed that contract in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 6 years ago, dude. Like, Konate needs more.
Well, all right. So the players I always think about that fell in that range: Henderson, Milner, Matip. I mean, hell, what's his face? Diaz. Bro, I mean, I think he's probably comparing it to Van Dijk. What's Van Dijk on? 250, 220, something like that?
350.
Van Dijk's new contract is 350?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and Salah's 400.
That's epic. Okay, so he's looking at that
Florian
saying,
245, Hugo 200, Robertson 160. Then you got the McAllister, Gravenberch, Chiesa, Becker,
okay,
all at 150. Szoboszlai, Gakpo 120, Frimpong 100. Everyone else is under 100. But these are the players that make more than Konate. Connor Bradley, Simikas, Gomez, Mamadarshvili, and then everybody I've just listed above.
okay. Different gravy now. Just want to give a shout out to Queasy E. What's up, Queasy? How you doing, man? So
150 would put him with Szoboszlai, Allison, Chiesa, Gravenberch, and McAllister. That's probably why they're offering that. Right in that range.
Yep. But
And then you have the jump, which goes to Hugo, Florian, and then up again, Virgil, Salah.
I think that's what bothers him. I think you have these two new guys that came in, Hugo and Florian, right? That's unprecedented. I think the only reason we got those guys is because we offered those wages. We would have 3 years ago, we would have never offered those wages. Ever. And I think that's bothering Konate. I think Konate's thinking to himself, like, okay, I'm an established player at this club. I'm 26. You got these young guys coming in who haven't proven themselves yet. So we can make the argument I've proven myself. I'm a Premier League champion. Why are you offering me 150? Maybe he's a defender. Defender comes at a discount compared to an attacking player. Generally, that's how it is. Or at least they're not as expensive. But I do think 150 is a little low. I think you should be offering Konate. I think 200 is probably what he's expecting, and that's what's been reported. And Tony here says, I think it's a fair as a base with performance-related bonuses. If they play well, they get more. That's how I do it. And I think that might be where the problem lies, is that 150 is what it could get up to with the performance bonuses.
Curtis Jones is on 15,000 a week.
What?
That's what this is saying.
What website is this?
All of them. Capology, Spotrac, AI Score. He makes $780,000 a year.
Curtis Jones?
Curtis Jones. Now, this other one is saying he makes 67 per week. So I don't know.
15. There's zero chance he makes 15,000 a week.
Dude.
What? Yogesh is saying he is? All right, hold on. See, this is what I'm saying. We can't trust it because last week we had the debacle with Luis Diaz. A bunch of websites saying he was on 55K, and then it was 140. All right, so hold on.
We'll renew Curtis, though. 5 years.
100%.
Yeah, we'll renew him.
Wow. Excuse me, guys. Wow, you're right. Wow. Wow.
That's what Ramsey makes, dude. Do we still have Ramsey?
That's what Ben Doak is on, bro.
Well, he's gone now.
I know. That's another thing, too. Ben Doak was sold.
25 mil?
Great business, by the way.
Excellent business.
So,
we got more players to sell, too. They got to, get it going here.
oh, my God. Yogesh, everyone said, yeah. All right, Curtis, that's low for Curtis. But the thing is, too, it works in the club's favor. Like, you sign a player to a contract, and a lot of clubs will do it retroactively. They'll say, hey, look, you had a great season. We're going to give you an extension. This is what we think you're worth. And a lot of times they're not taking into account what they may be worth in 3, 4, 5 years' time. If they did that, they would pay them higher. So I feel like if you paid Curtis Jones at his last contract extension what you thought he would be worth in 5 years' time, he wouldn't be much higher. He'd be 50 to 100K a week, right? 100K seems like a lot. He's probably more like 50. But 15K is wild. That's like when Robbo was on, what was Robbo on? 40K a week for a long time before he extended. Same idea. So Christian, what's going on, man? Been busy moving to Carlisle near Lake District from near London. Hope all is well. Still great content I see. You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone, man. Thanks for being here. Oyvind had a comment on here about Konate. Just going back to this. Konate isn't even that good. I don't care if he leaves the club. He is the only player that makes me nervous when he has the ball. Okay.
Hot take.
I think Oyvind's being influenced by Michael Ramsey a little bit. I think Oyvind's going down this troll train recently. It's kind of funny.
Maybe it's the same guy. Maybe they're the same guy.
Dude, Oyvind, do you have a burner and it's Michael Ramsey? Yeah, Oyvind's got a burn. I have noticed that they're never in the chat at the same time. Yeah, so on that front, right, regardless of what happens with Konate, Liverpool did side Giovanni Leoni from Parma. Okay. Young player, seems like not all the top clubs, but a lot of top clubs were after him. Steve, what have you learned about the young Italian so far?
I don't even know if I'm the right guy to ask. I don't know.
You're the only guy to ask.
I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know much about him. All I know is we were not the only club in for him, which is usually a good sign. And I was reading through some threads on X and Instagram and reading some articles, and people were saying that he's one of the best young talents in the league over there. So it's exciting. But I mean, at that price point, he's going to play. Maybe he'll get some time in the cups, or if Konate leaves, he'll get more time, like in some of the more important games. I don't know, but I still think Guehi's coming in.
Sure.
Guehi's starting for Palace. I know that, but I still think Guehi's coming in.
Everyone's saying he's
unless
tall. Yeah.
we extend Konate. Unless Konate signs his deal, I expect Guehi to come in.
Do you see this as a like cover our ass signing, or do you see this as like a long-term signing?
Probably both. If I had to guess. He's young. How old is he? He's 18.
18, bro. He's 18. Born in 2006.
6'5", apparently.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Big boy.
Trying to see.
6'5".
Let's see. Average rating 6.55 on Who Scored. He can play right back.
Everyone can play right back.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai can play right back. Let's see. I don't even trust ESPN anymore. I don't even want to look at anything from ESPN. They call him the Little Lion, apparently. It's kind of badass.
So he was 17 years old last year, and he made 14 appearances.
That's how age works.
Yeah, 14 appearances in Serie A. It's impressive, dude.
That is.
Played half the year over there. Damn near.
Yeah, you're right. How about that? He's had a lot of.
And this is the type of signing where you pay a little extra up front, but you can give him like nothing for wages and just see what he becomes.
Right. They're probably tripling his wages right now, and he's probably
and he'll come in and he'll either make his mark here, or because he played for Liverpool, we'll sell him for the same we got him for. Something like that.
Fun fact, in just his 6th appearance for Parma, Leoni became the club's youngest defender in history to score in the top flight. 18 years old and 50 days. He scored against Cagliari. They list him as 6'4", wins 61% of his duels and 63% of his aerial duels. Comfortable on the ball. Passing accuracy of 89%. Let's see what else. He's a very smart guy, according to the assistant coach over at Sampdoria. He's a very smart guy. When you have above average intelligence, you can go further. He can read the opponent's intentions. It's a skill we noticed early on in him. When a defender encounters a fast attacker or a more powerful one, He tries to manage him with simple shoulder thrust by anticipating the ball. These are subtleties, tricks that usually only an experienced player can possess when he's already familiar with the players he's facing. But Leoni already has this knowledge, this level of cunning. Andre Pirlo, big admirer. They're really building this guy up, man.
Another Italian in the squad with
Yeah,
Chiesa.
and there's been this, I don't know why, maybe I've been brainwashed into thinking this, but there's been this thought that Italians don't do well in the Premier League historically. They just don't make the transition well. Whether it's, I don't know, Italian football is very tactical and the Premier League is very direct and fast paced. I don't know. But 18 years old, plenty of time to learn, man. He is not a finished product.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with him. When you spend money, like when Liverpool spends anything more than 10 million, these guys play. Like they get thrust right in. So I'm curious to see what happens. And actually, on this note, I want to give a shout out to Joe Gomez. It was really nice to see him the other day.
I love that, man.
I love Joe Gomez.
I love Joe Gomez.
When he came in, I was like, all right, we're good now.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I felt comfortable. I was like, all right, Joe's at right back. Like, we're good.
I just love Joe Gomez, man.
I know.
It's something about him.
Joe Gomez appreciation segment here.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys thought of Joe Gomez the other day. It's just like when the ball's coming in the air, I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna win that header. When he gets it, I'm like, he'll figure it out.
He's just one of those guys, very chill, never any issues with the, media, just kind of keeps to himself. He's been at the club for like a decade. He's just like, all right, I'm coming in to do my job, and he's completely content with it.
I had a thought that he was going to score the winner. His first goal was going to be the winner the other day.
I've been waiting. I've had that thought for 10 years. For 10 years. Hasn't happened yet. I'll let you know.
It's just nice that like Slot entrusted him in that moment. Big signings, first match of the year, just lost the Community Shield. It's a big moment.
Yeah.
And he put him in. And I thought it was a testament to probably the work that Joe does every single day, even when he's not playing. We can't forget, 2 seasons ago, Joe Gomez was a top tier left back. It was insane how good he was.
Yeah. And he is a utility player, and he's good at it. He can play anywhere in the back. He's just good. Yeah, I really do like Joe Gomez. And the older he gets, the more, he's been linked with moves away before, but I honestly just think he's accepted this role of, look, this is who I am. I'm a utility player for Liverpool. Could I go and play every week somewhere else? Sure. But I just feel like he's just content, right? And that's good. You need a guy like that. Shana, what's going on?
I love it. I think the more he accepts that role, the more time he'll get. Like Gomez should play right back in every cup match this year, as far as I'm concerned.
Bradley's injured.
I mean, you have Bradley too. Bradley's banged up, I guess.
Yeah.
But Gomez, man. I love Joe
he's good.
Gomez.
He's going to be covered.
You could put Joe Gomez at DM in some of these FA Cup early rounds. Like, you could put him anywhere.
I mean, you could. I wouldn't, but maybe you could in a pinch, But yeah, we got a lot of good players like that, man. I think Liz saying that Federico was a great impact sub. It warms my heart to see that. You could tell how much he wanted to score that goal. It's really good, man, to see him. He's just had a really sad career, it seems like. When injuries get in the way of a player's progress, it's really unfortunate because you can see how talented he is, man. I'm happy for Federico. Plus, it technically was the game-winning goal. So,
yeah, exactly. It felt good. I think we all felt good seeing that go down or go in. And you could see what it meant to him. And then after the match, Slot's like, yeah, I think he'll stay. There's something like that. There was a report that came out. I didn't watch the interview, but apparently it's like, oh, yeah, I think he'll stay now.
I had a thought when Joe Gomez was getting ready to be subbed on before they held up that he was coming on for Hugo. I had a thought like this was I don't know if it was right after the second goal. I don't think it was, but I saw Joe Gomez. I said, bro, he's pulling Konate. He's doing what he did to Kwanzaa. He's pulling him off. And I'm like, Konate's being sold tomorrow. I had a brief moment where I was like, slot's done with Konate. And but he came on for Hugo, and I was like, oh wow, okay, we're good. What's up, Kazir?
Okay, let's talk about Chiesa for one more second. So
Please.
in his Liverpool career, he's barely played. Like
yeah.
Like just minutes. A matter
Maybe
of
like
minutes.
7 appearances, I feel like.
He had 6 in the Premier League last year, and they were all probably very minimal. 3 EFL Cup last year, and 3 Champions League. We can assume most of those were very minimal. So all in all, he's got 13 appearances for us, 2 goals and an assist. It's not that bad. Like, he's not even playing. So if you just look at 13 appearances, 3 goal contributions, like, it's 10 minutes a match? What do you think he averages?
Probably. Maybe less.
Like, what do you think he averages per 90 minutes? Like, how do I find this out?
Just stats per expected goals per 90.
How do I find this?
You just Google expected goals per 90.
No, not expected goals. I want concrete goals.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, it's too small of a sample size, so you'll have to.
Like, you have to do some math here.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I would just Google expected goals.
Okay, here you go. AI says 0.77 goal contributions per 90 minutes.
That's a good number.
That's my point here. And we need to see him more to see what he's capable of. But when he gets in there, I feel like we're all like a little excited. We're like, all right, here he goes. He's not doing anything groundbreaking, but he's hungry. He's so hungry.
Yep.
You can see it. The way he presses, the way he closes people down. You can see the passion when he scored. Like, he's in there. He can make things happen. And I hope we get to see him more. Like, this winner is a feel-good moment, but, like, that's not what we care about. We want to see, like, what can he do? We brought him to the club. He was a star for a while, and everybody was talking about him.
Yeah,
he had some injuries and this, that, and the other thing. Like, he could turn into something.
Still pretty young, right? Like 27, 28? He's in his prime.
Born in 97. Yeah, 27, 28.
Yeah. So
27.
Yeah. I think you couldn't pass up that opportunity, getting him for $8 million. I think a lot of people maybe passed him off as, what could have been, And when he's gotten a chance, he has proven that he can play still. And I did see that we would only let him go if we had a replacement like for Salah. I think that's if I remember reading that correctly. Like, we wouldn't let him go until we had a replacement ready to back up Salah, because that's ultimately what he is, and that's probably why he doesn't play. That's where he plays.
But with AFCON, and Slot said that Frimpong can shoulder some of that load up on the right wing, like high up on the right.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Chiesa stays.
Sure.
And I think we see him a lot, like, during the AFCON time.
Ben Doak's gone.
And I think because of that, because he will need to shoulder some serious minutes, you will see him subbed on. Like, think about the guys you could count on seeing in most matches last year, even if they didn't start. Darwin, Jota, may he rest in peace, Elliott. All these guys, you could just count on them, like, coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be Chiesa this year. I think he'll be one of those guys.
Yeah.
You can count on him, like, getting off the bench. Hopefully that's the case.
I agree with you. I think Chiesa's good. I think our attacking depth, if we do bring in Isak, I mean, that's it. Yeah, I mean, you got a great attack. Midfield is solid. And that's another thing too. We chatted about it off air. But Szoboszlai, I'd like you to tell the people, and you guys let us know how you feel about Szoboszlai, because obviously when we bought Szoboszlai, that was a big signing at the time. Like during the midfield revamp, it was the first time in a while, maybe one of the only times in a while, maybe since Keita, that we spent that much on a midfielder. And high expectations. He doesn't really produce much statistically. Okay? Has a hell of a foot on him. I feel like every single shot he takes is blocked, but that's besides the point. I want you to kind of share with the people what you were telling me about Szoboszlai and how you've seen him kind of embrace that role that he's taken on.
Well, I think the first part of it is what he does when he's playing for his country. He's the man. He's the best player on the pitch. He's taking all the free kicks. He's controlling the ball. He's scoring goals. He's assisting. At Liverpool, though, he has to do different things. Like he's our pressing monster. We saw him at right back the other day. He's playing in a more defensive role. He's competing for minutes. That's never the case when he's playing for a country. And I think you have a guy who could very easily have this ego that doesn't allow him to succeed in one of those like less prominent roles. But that's just not the case with him. Similar to what we were just talking about with Gomez, like Szoboszlai is like, hey, just coach, I want to play. Like, put me in. And he'll make things happen. He's got an absolute laser beam attached to his right foot. But it must be tough for him, I would imagine. Or I feel like if it was me, I would be like, man, I'm like the guy when I play for my country.
It's
and
tough.
Here I'm not. I'm like number 6, 7, 8 on the team sheet or whatever. And it's just good to see that he's embraced that role. And I think he is an X factor for us.
It's a good way to put it. X factor, for sure. Yeah, you got to, like, imagine being the man during international break, and then you come back, and for a young kid when he came in, when he was, 22, 24 now, he's still really young. That's a big adjustment. But he plays an attacking role for Hungary, but it's probably because he's one of the only guys on the team who can consistently, or is just at that level of skill. So, like, look, you're going to attack for us. You're going to play Cam.
Yeah.
You're going to play
You're
left
the only
wing.
person who can score goals.
But it's not the case at Liverpool, right? He doesn't really fit that role. And so you're right. He's just kind of like, let me play. I'll play DM. I'll play right back when Frimpong's up. I don't care. And I think that's the sign of a professional, because you told me yesterday he could very easily just be arrogant, right? Good looking guy, top player for his country. He could just very well be like, why am I not playing? Let me submit a transfer request. This is ridiculous. Let me go rot at PSG or whatever. I don't know. But he doesn't. He just kind of puts his head down. And to be honest, he consistently wins that spot. Like, he's consistently like, we got to play Szoboszlai. He is a really good role player. That's what he is. He's a role player, but he plays his role very, very well. And I just expected him to be more of a production guy coming in. And he's turned out to just be a midfield maestro. Maestro is probably not the right word, but engine.
Yeah, and I think he'll still see magic. He'll still score screamers. But we just expected when he came in that it would be like more.
10 and 10. I thought he was going to be a 10 and 10 guy.
From a production standpoint. And our squad's a lot better now. So there's players that are better than him at those types of things. But I think you'll still see the assists. You'll still see the pressing tenacity. You'll get some really good goals. Like, he's good for a few really, really good goals each year. Big fan of him.
Big fan. He almost wrapped his foot around that one. I mean, like I said, am I wrong in saying every time he shoots, like he'll get a roller on the edge of the box and he'll just rip it? It's always blocked. But if that thing is going 80 miles an hour, it's
At
going in
least.
the net. I mean, God.
Yeah, he hits it hard. Like Ox.
Yeah, like Ox. Shout out Ox. Oh my God. Oh my God. I had to share this with you. I can't confirm this. This was just a thread on Twitter, but listen to this, Steve. Who is Arsenal's biggest sale in the history of the club?
It's Ox. 37 mil.
Is that not the craziest thing you've ever heard?
That just shows that the club doesn't develop players.
They don't. Or they just keep them.
You could also say they're not a selling club, but like eventually somebody wants to leave and they have to be worth more than 37 million, and you just like make a sale. We're not a selling club either.
But when we do sell someone,
we just sold Kwanzaa for 40 or whatever.
We just sold Ben Doak for 25. Ben Doak.
It's a great bit of business.
It is. I mean, he's good, but 25, bro? God. Probably signed him for 50K from, I don't know. I can't even remember who we signed him.
I think he was in the Scottish League.
Yeah, he probably was. Yogesh says, this season, talking about Szoboszlai, this season he's playing box-to-box role, and yes, there will be rotation because we have more quantity there. Yeah. Definitely going to rotate more, which will be good for keeping players fresh and everything. But let's shift gears to Guehi after the signing of Giovanni Leoni, right? Guehi is him and Isak kind of been sagas for a while now. We had talked earlier in the show about it being a cover our ass signing. It's a little bit of that, but also one for the future. And look, the Guehi thing, I don't know. It's probably Crystal Palace because I think it seems like with us, it's very difficult to get business done with Crystal Palace. They were very stern on Decore. It seems like they've been stern on Guehi for like 2 years now. What do you see happening here? Because
pretty sure we already agreed terms with Guehi.
So then what's the whole?
He's coming.
Because I saw that too. I saw we actually signed him, right? Obviously we didn't because he's playing, but it's just wild that I'm seeing reports of terms being agreed, fees being agreed, but I don't know what's happening. Like there's no movement here.
So their chairman, Steve Parrish, said he needs a new contract or this needs to come to a conclusion. We've agreed personal terms, I think. Fabrizio Romano's still talking about it as recently as an hour ago, basically saying that Guehi and Eze are going to start. I
was deep in Romano's Twitter. That guy
3 hours
tweets
ago,
an
talks
absurd
continue for
amount.
Guehi. Yeah, he's a beast. 3 hours ago, Romano says talks continue for Guehi to Liverpool, but just not done. So maybe they are tough to deal with. They need these players. That's the thing. Like you said before the show, they need these guys. We saw they're a solid team.
They are.
Last week they beat us.
I was pretty impressed, man.
But still,
the
fact that they even hung with us is a testament to what they've done, and they won a trophy last year, and they need these guys. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Hopefully they weren't in for Leoni to replace Guehi because he ain't around anymore.
Oh boy.
Well, if I'm Guehi, man, like I've gotten a bunch of minutes for England. I won a trophy. Guaranteed starter there. Like it's time to move up a level and like advance your career. You don't want to be a Crystal Palace lifer, dude. Like Sheku Kouyaté.
Legend, bro. Sheku Kouyaté.
Or Hughes, that dude Hughes who's there every game.
Bro.
I feel like Hughes should be 40.
Yo, he looks
keeps
40.
Balling.
He does keep balling, man. The fans love him too. Every time he touches the ball, they're going Hughes.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty solid. But who was he at before Palace?
Watford.
Yes, it was Watford. You're right. Back with the Troy Deeney days.
Troy Deeney. Oh my
God, Troy Deeney and Delafeu. Remember that squad, bro?
Mhm.
Ismail Assar. They had a little bit of a squad.
They did have a squad, dude.
Oh boy, Watford.
Benteke was there.
Was Benteke at Watford?
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Palace now. I'm back to Palace.
Yeah. No, sorry. I was like,
They
wait a
had
minute.
Decore was there.
Yep. Oh yeah, before his move to
Everton move.
Everton. Yeah. Boy,
Yeah, they
some
had
of
a little
these
squad.
teams. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. I was saying something about so Guehi. I don't think Guehi's sweating because look, if he's made up his mind, he's not going to sign a new contract with Crystal Palace. Then worst case scenario, he just plays out this year, signs for Liverpool as a free agent or wherever he wants to go. So it's more so if he's very relaxed about the time, right? If he's already agreed terms, then he's like, look, I'm not upset where I'm at now. I think it's just time for a move. I'm okay waiting. So you guys do your thing. You guys negotiate. If it works out now, that's fine. If not, I'll just stay at Palace for a year. So I don't think Guehi's necessarily got his, foot on the gas with this. I think he's just kind of relaxed and letting the club handle it, which is kind of annoying because it's just dragging on.
I disagree with that. In every transfer scenario, I feel like when you're talking to another club, when you've agreed something, when the rumors are this hot and heavy, and it's an upgrade for your career, I think you push for it. Maybe not openly in the media, but he definitely wants the move because he knows that at any day he could tear his Achilles. He could have a career-ending injury. Like, you can't wait a year.
Sure.
Your form might dip, and we might just be like, nah, no thanks. And we're not going to sign you a year in advance.
We've
I don't
made
think
that
he's that
mistake
type of player
before.
where we're going to sign him a year in advance, like Mamadashvili or like we did with Keita. Like, he's not one of those guys. He's not young enough.
I get your point. I do get your point about, you don't know what could happen tomorrow. But I was coming at it more of a personality thing, right? Like he's already agreed, he's done his part, he's agreed terms, so he's kind of sitting back saying, "Look, you guys got to figure it out." Because he at a certain point, he doesn't have much control. He can keep pushing for it, but the club's got to ultimately agree. And you said the owner, right? Crystal Palace said if he doesn't agree a new deal, then we have to sell him.
He basically said players of Guehi's caliber leaving on a free is a problem.
So
And we
then,
either need a new contract signed or a conclusion to this soon.
and that's kind of the approach Liverpool are taking with Konate. Offer him that new deal. I saw that it was, look, you got to either sign this deal or let us know so we can sell you before the end of the transfer window. And those I don't know. I don't think it's good business to give players ultimatums. But, coming out in the media, I guess, did he directly say that? The owner?
Who?
The
The
Crystal
chairman,
Palace
yes.
owner. Okay. So he
Yes.
directly. So then.
That's a quote from Fabrizio Romano's Twitter. But I also
Okay.
wonder if we're waiting on Konate to make his decision. Like maybe it's not moving forward because we're not like blowing up their phone every 5 minutes.
Right.
But I do think a lot of times, like maybe they just want Guehi to play one more match today, and then they'll like get the ball rolling in the next 24, 48 hours. I don't know. It's tough. Like when you have a manager that wants to prep for matches and you have rumors going on and it's like every match matters. Like this is the most important match of the year. It's the first match of the year.
It's
They
a
want
must
Guehi to
win.
play. Yeah, it's a must win. So like maybe tomorrow something will happen.
Yeah. I can guarantee you the international break is where all of this happens.
When is that?
It's like a couple weeks.
Isn't the window closed at that point?
Let me see. September 1st through the 9th is the World Cup qualifier. So that'll be right. The window ends at the end of August, right?
September 1st. Yeah, pretty much. So
okay. So yeah, it'll have to be decided by then.
I mean, the window's been open for 2 months as of yesterday.
I know, but
there's 2 weeks left.
When there's a deadline, I feel like people they get going. There's so much business done at the I don't know why it is that way. I think it's because of how the negotiations work. They're just like, Let's try to get as much as we can. And then, the deadline's coming up. We got to actually make things happen now.
Yeah. Shayna says, what about our latest Giovanni, just 18 years old? We talked about him a little earlier in the show if you want to watch it back, but we're excited for it. We just don't know what to expect because neither of us know too much about him. He's a big player in terms of height.
Physically big.
Yeah. A lot of good news and reports coming out of Italy about him. And it'll be exciting to see what happens. I think when you spend that type of money on a player, though, he plays. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him in cups and see him get a bunch of appearances this year. I don't know if we'll see him on the first 11 for Premier League matches. But I think when you spend that kind of money on a player, he plays. We've seen that with the club. Regardless. Like, I wasn't sure that Kirkaj was going to be starting every match. He started the 2 important matches so far because we spent money on him.
He's clearly the number 1 center back, or excuse me, left back.
Yeah, it's tough to
him and
it's tough to imagine, but here it is.
Yeah, him and Frimpong. I mean, Robbo. Oh man, Robbo. Real quick on Robbo? Did you see that clip where they're all saying their names? They're pronouncing their names, like each player. Okay. Hold on. I gotta pull it. I don't know if I'm gonna get like flagged for this or not, but I think we can commentate on it. Okay. I really want to. This will be good. This will be a good way to end it. Everyone's pronouncing their names like they did for. They did it for something recently, but I can't remember what it was. And Robbo comes up, and he's just Robbo. All right. Oh, this clip is great. Okay, let me share this with you guys. A lot of people have probably already seen this, bro. You'll get a kick out of this. All right. There we go. Why is this?
Cody Gakpo.
Milos Kerkez.
What the hell is going on here?
Konate. Georgi Mamardashvili.
Bento. Connor Bradley.
Alexis McAllister.
Ryan Grafenberg.
Curtis Jones.
Florian Wirtz.
Just wait.
Armin Peci.
Dominic Szoboszlai.
Andy Robertson.
Freddie Woodman.
I don't know why, bro. That was just good.
Yeah, he's like, why am I here? No, he's funny, man. He's
Andy Robertson.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Yeah, I agree. That video was 100% my nightmare. I don't understand why. As soon as I open any other tab in this software, everything just starts freezing. So I don't even know if that was watchable for most people. But
It was.
okay, good. That's good to hear. Oyvind says it's because if, for example, Newcastle wants to sell Isak, they need to find a replacement before they sell. So deals will be agreed before things are official. Takes time. I get that. But I think the speculation is what people talk about. It's like, what's going on? He's agreed terms 8,000 times before the deal even happens.
No, he's ready, dude. He's ready. He's never wearing a Newcastle kit again, according to him. He's ready. Dude, he scored 21 goals 2 seasons ago and 23 last year.
That is kind of
6
crazy.
assists, 23 and 6 last year in the league. 29 contributions. He's a freak.
Yeah, he is a freak.
He's nasty. And the year before, he played like half the year and he had 10 goals. Like, he's just a serial goal scorer.
I love that. Like, how many players...
He could outscore Mohamed Salah, bro. We're talking about a player of that caliber.
I mean, yes, but let's calm down just a tad. But I get what you're saying. I get your point. There's 3 names that come to mind. It's Son, Salah, and apparently Isak, bro. Who else is scoring that many goals? Haaland?
Haaland, obviously. And then you have the randoms, the Chris Woods of the league.
Chris Wood. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Who knows? Mbuemo. I don't know who else is scoring.
Mbuemo
scores. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, guys that score.
Solanke had a good year.
Johan Wissa?
Wissa, legend. Trying to think of the top 6 teams. Um,
Arsenal, Gaio Perez will score a bunch.
yeah, but who Saka? But he doesn't. I mean, he scores.
Cole Palmer.
Palmer, there's one. There you go, Cole Palmer. That's what I was
Marmoush
thinking
will
of.
score a bunch, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, who cares?
Also, I looked at Chelsea's starting lineup, and I'm just first off that sent the defense is just there's always random ass names, man. There's no consistency at Chelsea. They're getting better. They're finding their footing, right? We can't shit talk them like we did last year, unfortunately. I was looking forward to doing that. But Gittins, Chalaba playing center back.
Chimpong?
Yeah. Do you see that one?
Yeah, I don't even know who that is, man.
Like, what are we doing? I mean, you got across the midfield, you got consistency with Cucurella, Enzo, Palmer, and Casado? I can't even remember. But just weird. I mean, all of their like Nicholas Jackson, Nkunku. Nkunku's gone. What's going on? Or he's leaving. What's going on with these clubs signing players for a year? Hoyland is about to be shipped out.
Yeah.
You
I don't know, man.
These clubs don't even know what they're doing.
People are like, oh, Chelsea's made the most off transfers. Like, they have no choice. They've signed garbage. People are like, oh, great bit of business. Like, no, it's not. It's not good business to bring in players and spend time developing them and then selling them for less.
I think where they make the money, though, is their academy. They have these young players coming through and they sell them on, right? That's where they make their money. They make their money with the Billy Gilmores, with,
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer. Well, they didn't make money with Cole Palmer. City did.
No. I'm thinking that's City. That was
City did. But they do. That's where they make their money. I literally can't think of anyone else.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mason Mount, players like that. So it's like, what if I had no one? It was just Billy Gilmore.
We can't with Chelsea. I can't do it.
You want to though, deep down.
I can't. I
want to.
I don't even know who's in their lineup anymore, dude. I don't even know. I just looked and I'm like,
Gittins, bro. Come on, Gittins.
Oh, that's right.
I don't even know.
Gittins,
bro.
Sanchez. Isn't he their goalkeeper?
Oh, God. Jesus Christ, dude. Sanchez. Doesn't even matter. Somehow there's...
Closing thoughts.
All right, closing thoughts. Man United is a dumpster fire. It is. It is
Don't they play Arsenal today?
I don't know, but I will be surprised if Man United get a result against Arsenal. If Man United don't lose 3-0, I'll be surprised. Because you have a team that what are you doing? What are you doing? We are just spoiled. We are so spoiled that we look at a team like Man United who can't find any level of consistency or establish or any luck establishing a culture. You have Hoyland, who's about to be shipped off. You bring in Cunha, Mbeumo. We'll see. I don't want to eat my words yet, but we'll see how this first match goes. I have no faith that club will do anything of value this season whatsoever.
No, they won't.
I think Oyvind said it best. That's my closing thoughts. It's the first hate watch today. I will watch that match as just purely, I want this team to just get dragged across the pitch.
I want them to beat Arsenal.
Screw you. Why?
I do. Because Arsenal is going to be challenging.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But that's all I got. I mean,
they play each other twice, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Well, anything else, Steve?
Nothing else.
All right.
Thanks for joining us today, folks.
Of course, we'll keep you guys updated on everything related to Marc Guehi and Alexander Isak every Sunday. I mean, best window easily in the last 10 years. And it seems like we aren't done yet. Team looked pretty solid against Bournemouth, right? We got the win. Still some things we can perfect, but a lot of promising and exciting things going on with the club right now, especially with the new players. And excited to share it all with you guys throughout the season this year. Steve, thanks for being here, man. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thanks for the support. Slap that like button. And until next week, Reds, take care.